Are you looking for answers about extraterrestrials or maybe the true meaning of life? Then you have come to the right place. Welcome to the Ivan Teller online broadcast. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. And for more details, please visit ivanteller.com and learn more about your galactic families.
Whoa, greetings everyone. Thank you for joining us for tonight's channeling. Yeah, I'm without the red jacket. It's a little bit warm here, so we're going to get cool now. I'll just skip that. Anyway, all right. Okay. I was going to do a separate video on this, but I guess I'll do it later. But as for Carrie Fisher, just crossover, no, she's like super popular. So the alien or the fictional alien community. So I do feel her energy, and it is not something I want to connect to. I know it's not like Castro, but it's not pleasant. So anyway, not that like I'm going to channel her. I don't think that's a good idea, but it's not pleasant. So anyway, I just want to put that out there. That's what I'm feeling. And there's my feel something different. I don't know if it's Illuminati connected. I don't know anything about that. I don't know if George Michael is Illuminati connected. I'm not getting into any of that. That's for others to jump into. So whatever. Yeah, the Illuminati kill list or whatever it is. Anyway, I'm not going into any of that. So, all right, much love. All right, we're going to open up the channel. I did connect to Archangel Gabriel earlier today, so it's getting more interesting. Usually it doesn't happen like that. So, all right, so we get started, and we'll do messages. Short ones, and then go into Q&A. So, all right, much love, and here we go. Greetings. I am Archangel Gabriel. Vibrations of your earth is of happy and sadness at this moment. As many are looking forward to the new year and many are not looking forward to the new year, it is almost like a ship going back and forth in stormy waters. It's calm in some areas and not so calm in others. Some of it has to do with your political climate, but some has to do with superstition at this moment. But in this new year, I figured I'd let you know more about myself. I've given Ivan a little bit of this information, but I'll give you more. Where I've had incarnations where I had lifetimes Not on this world. Somewhere. Where I was on a cross type of, like what happened to Yeshua. I have lifetimes similar to that. In religious type of worlds, but different types of religions. So more belief systems. Just to let you know what many of us angels have been through crisis, through also rebirth, as many of us did not want to go by what the norm and just be stuck to our beliefs, as you are doing now. Not to say you will follow in those footsteps, but sometimes it might feel like that you're going through the same thing as your Yeshua, Jesus, went through, or some of us angels have been through, because we have been through similar situations too, not just to follow in that energy to know what he went through, but only to follow our own path. And sometimes it did lead to that, to help others, but also to help ourselves. Sometimes clear the past and reopen a new future, to help others forgive themselves, those that had trouble forgiving themselves. So this point in this transformation to a new year is not always an easy one, because fear of the unknown, and we feel that. There is much joy, but there's also fear, very much of it at this time. So some of you might feel a little bit of aggravation. It is because you're feeling energies from others, not necessarily coming from yourself. As the fear of the unknown is quite strong. And those that are feeling better, that have been feeling aggravated for some time, bless you, for you have gone through you have turmoil for a reason, and that clearing is a gift, and to cherish that gift throughout the year, if possible, or to remember it and bring it back if you forget it. And the universe, the stars, are always connecting with all of you, your own universes. As for seeing your aliens more clearly, that is still in your future time. It is still not, world's not ready for it yet. But it is up to you to raise your vibration to see them more clearly. You can do that, but even there, it's not always for everyone. But this time is mostly concentrate on thyself, not worry about what you see. Go by what you feel. And if you do see them, then that is just more confirmation that you are on the right track. Blessings. Happy New Year. Greetings. I am Lucinda, a fairy godmother of the elemental world, reaching out to humanity to let you know we do exist. There is fairy godmothers where you think your world got it from. As much joy and harmony coming to many in this new year. of soul refreshment, soul enlightenment, as grudges are let go and new beginnings are on the horizon. As many timelines are going into inner earth, as for inner earth awakenings, as some of you might feel like an elemental being in this new year. You're just feeling your connections to Mother Earth. Hearing her sound, her voice, her impression of you, which is love, of course. And feeling the vibrations of Agartha as it reaches out to your dimension to let them know you are all loved, but that we are here. And you have forgotten us, at least for your major populations. So, we send you love. Our message is just to say hello. That is all. Much love. And as for what we look like, well, what do you think we look like? It doesn't matter. Much love to you. We send you harmonies of joy, music of all the ages to heal the soul and have it vibrate with the universe. Blessings. Greetings to you. I am Arcturian. Arcturian named I am, if you're wondering what I was speaking of. Yes, the vibration is transitioning to more alien. Well, for some, of course, not all. But we do feel many of you will be strengthening your abilities in this coming year as to your belief systems of who you are throughout the universe and making yourself known. Not necessarily verbally, you can just, your energy moves out to others and you just knock on their door. Many are not ready to hear what you have to say. But those in your group, even theirs, not always here ready. But that's okay. Yes, the world population has some time to warm up to this type of information. It is still comfortable in its own little world. You can say you created your own world here, and your world will expand. It's just not as fast as someone would like, we understand. And that is a test of dealing with two different worlds, like a secret identity, isn't it? It is not easy. We understand, though. But you're doing so much, but of course you might not always know what it is, but I believe some of you have an inclination of that. Those are not aware of all this. You're assisting many of them in their problems. You might not be fully aware of it. Not to say you don't have your own, but some of you do have the answers to their questions, and some of you do go up to those around you, or complete strangers, mostly strangers, and astral and the system. Of course, everyone in astral knows each other, but in this world, that is not so much. Just to give you an idea of how busy you are, your other self is, or yourself that is. So, if you have questions, I'm happy to answer.
Hi, I am. Thanks for coming in.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, first up is Chloe.
Oh, hi.
Greetings.
Can you tell me more about the implant I've been given by the Greys in my neck?
It is pretty much what you feel it is. It is interesting enough. It's also to help you understand your family more. You've had disconnection with some of them, I believe. It doesn't make any sense. It will eventually. But there has been some disconnect with family members, is what your alien friends are saying. If that makes any sense. But that is what I'm being told.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. And so I feel nostalgic, and I have warm feelings and memories when I think of old nursery rhymes from the 1800s. Why is that?
One moment. I don't believe they had an incarnation during that time. It's possibly it did, but I'm not connecting with that. But I believe you had an alien incarnation where you were very close to this Earth during that time. And also understand these type of things are on a Yael world. I do see a Yael incarnation with you. That it was another way of connecting to this Earth. Was through music, through nursery rhymes and things. It's culture. So it's just having you remember your time there. It was a pleasant time. That's what I perceive it as.
Oh, okay. And a question for my mom is there any messages from the B race for her?
Only that they've been around a lot recently, helping her vibration, helping her calm down. Sometimes she gets in a huff, and they are doing their best. It also seems like there's a song around her, and it's from them. If she has songs in her head, some of it's part. That doesn't necessarily have to be a bee song, but it is a human Earth song that they are bringing to her attention. If she sometimes hears music, like a song comes up in her head, they're involved with that. Also, spirit guides are involved with that. Also.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, lessons.
Oh, okay. Next up is Emmy.
Hi, how are you?
Greetings.
Greetings
Doing well.
to you. My first question is, are there any messages from the entities that are around me?
There's a canine entity around you, not the one in your dimension, but an alien one that is helping with you with your frustration at this time. As for how much they're helping, it's hard to say from my point of view. But they're assisting you with your vibration as much as they can.
Thank you. And my second question is for my friend Beliza. I just want to know what the nature is of her bloodline and her DNA makeup.
Or alien, best I can do is she is very feline, about 4% feline, actually 10% Pleiadian, 5% Syrian, 6% Arcturian, and 4% on Andromedan, to give you an idea. Just seems like a Pleiadian star seed from the vibration I'm picking up at this time. Oh yes, and 2% reptilian.
Thank you very much.
Yes, blessings.
Blessings to you.
Okay, Peter.
Hello, I am. Much love being here. Thank you.
Greetings.
I'm curious. I feel like I need to work on myself now at this stage. And I'm just curious if Prime Creator, angels, my higher self can tell me what guide or being I should try and connect to help me through this period. If I'm going to have one that I should.
Archangel Michael would be good.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And just, yeah, that's fantastic.
That's all.
Any messages from anyone at this?
Well,
moment?
what Archangel Michael says, he's been in similar situations that you, not exactly similar. So he's been through, when you have a human incarnation, where you see different dimensions and you go through certain turbulence, but also enlightenment. So he can assist you very much around that. Interesting enough, seems like the canine beings are being a bit more close with humanity at this time. There's a Doberman around you at this time, but only monitoring at this moment. And they're good at raising vibrations.
Oh, good.
It's just not around you, they're around many, it seems. They are increasing their numbers from what they just said.
Thank you very much. Much love.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, so next is our member Thomas, and I have his questions here, and I'm going to be candid in the first one. Ask my guides, how am I supposed to follow an academic path given the fact that I do not fit in socially? I'm so different from other people, and I do not feel comfortable in a classroom with these separated groups. I do not belong to any of them. I'm weird as fuck, like an alien, but it is required in order to do what it looks like I'm being guided to do.
But you just have to do what you have to do, make it work for you, make any type of adjustment to make it more comfortable for you. Work from home or whatever it might be. I believe that's very difficult to do, but find other ways of educating yourself. But as all these cards are you can make it work. We just have to get or talk to somebody at your college, or you will make it work. But it is, yes, to see the difficulties there. But this is your challenge. But understand, you have to give yourself more credit that you can handle this. You can strengthen up and go into these classrooms and handle it. Understand, once you do it, I believe you'll get used to it. Right now, it might seem like you're unable to do it, but once you get into the structure of going to school and all this, I believe you can make it work. At least that's what your guys are saying at this time. But still up to you, of course. Blessings.
Okay, second question for Thomas. Any messages from the Holy Spirit?
That you are following your path, but also remember that you are of great strength and you can master these hurdles you're going through. Call on the Holy Spirit during these times. During this part, understand it is very much like you don't want to cross the line. You don't want to go into this, which is quite understandable. But you can make it work. Call on the angels. That's what they're there for. This is your army, you can say, of light, of power, and you can do this. They have all confidence in you. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Stephen.
Hello, I am.
Greetings.
Much love.
Yes.
I was wondering. I just got done watching a movie called Assassin's Creed, and in that movie they had a physical machine that was able to hook up to your body and tap into your DNA markers and traces of your past lives, and was able to basically relive your past life using this machine you're connected to. I was wondering, currently on this earth now, is that technology available, or is it
Yes. Holographically, yes. As for physically connecting, they can't, but this is through your elite system, of course. They do not have this where you can buy it at your local grocery store. At this time, I do not believe, but yes, it does exist, but not like what you saw in the movie. That I am not aware of, but they do have, like you see in your Star Trek of your holographic worlds, how real it is. They do have things like that. Of course, it's not exactly like your past life, but it's close. As far as I know. Of course, other realities is a lot stronger.
Sweet, yeah, that's amazing. And last question is, I was told to connect more to Sirius B on my connections, and I did bring up the star and look at it and had a strong connection. I just wonder if I can have more information of my connections with Sirius B. Thank you.
What comes up first is you've had many draconian lives there. as a reptilian. I understand you're a very friendly reptilian. What I am gathering, you're one that were like a grandfather there. I understand you have many lifetimes there. But one of them, they say, most likely a lifetime that was not too long ago, where you were, what it is, what they're saying, you had young ones around you, and you're telling them of your adventures. And you were very much of the elders on that world. Just a teacher. And it was quite a good experience for you. That is what I'm gathering. There's much more. There's more an adventurous side of you also, but that is the part that your guys want to know at this time.
Thank you, much love.
Thanks.
Okay, next up is David.
Okay, it was just a while back. I remember being near 2 beings and several children. So that's somewhere that's not my house. I'm just wondering where I was.
Too big. One moment.
And it was just one they appeared to look human, but I knew they weren't human. Just one of them appeared to look Pleiadian. I don't know.
Well, this was in astral. This was, it's part of the Andromedan race. There were Pleiadians there, but mostly Andromedans. Once again, there was a canine race there, but also many Arcturians are there. And those were the children were Pleiadian, and you were there teaching them. You were telling them of your Earth experiences and other experiences. You're also like a mentor, a father to them. You're doing many things. And you do connect with them often, it seems. That is all I have for that.
Okay, and is there any message?
Well, this is messages that this is your star family. And the reason you are visiting them is you're going through a transition at this time. It seems like a spiritual transition, mostly. Where you feel like you're going on trips, astral trips, and you might start feeling those vibrations. Also, you've been connecting to many grays recently. You might not fully remember, but the memories of that is that the grays seem to be taking you to these places also. They travel with you. That is all I have for that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, next is Firstborn, and I have his question here. Are there any messages from Terrence McKenna?
Well, for him, for Firstborn, Terrence has been connecting to him often as they have been, what he says, playing cards in Astral recently. I'm not sure if this one plays cards, but they've been playing cards in Astral recently. And viewing Earth from a ship is what he says, a Pleiadian ship. So he's been connecting to many of the Pleiadians at this time, and Arcturians. But it seems like this Firstborn has been having many conversations with him at this time. It's been a vacation time from Earth.
Okay, thank you. Next is Christy.
Hello, I am.
Greetings.
My first question is, when I was driving today, I saw a hawk that was in a tree, and I was right beside it. I was on the street, and it was just right there on the grass, and it flew next to my car with me, and then landed, and I could stop and just still look at it too. And what was the message with the hawk?
Only that it's just that you are loved and you are protected. Also, they've been connecting to you in astral also. The hawk beings, but also the Palladian beings have been connecting to you in astral. But the hawk has been your ancestor. It's just a reminder that they're your ancestors.
Well, he's connected to Hortus.
It's like one of your early lifetimes in this universe was as a hawk being.
Nice. Okay, thank you for that. And my second question is that this morning I woke up and I have 2 markings on my inner thigh. I wanted to know what race that could be from and what I've been doing in astral last night.
Seems like it was a Zeta connection. You're on a project that they're not speaking of.
Okay, same project as was last week with the other 3 markings.
Yes, it's just a one. They don't know. I want to go into detail, but I believe you.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Okay, next up is Daniel.
Hello, I am.
Greetings.
Greetings. My questions have to do with how lately I haven't felt much of a need for food and such, which I know why that's happening, but I'd like to get a better sense of direction as to where I should take this given my current living situation.
One moment. Well, what your guides are saying to go with the flow. You are following your instincts correctly. They do say it's okay to nibble something every once in a while during the day. Something healthy will help. They do see this dry spell of food will eventually end. You will feel more comfortable with it, but it'd be some time for that, though.
Yeah.
You're going through a cleanse, it seems, some sort of cleanse.
Yeah, definitely felt like a kind of breatharian kind of energy and just feeling not so satisfied from food these days. It's very strange, but
yes, that's a lot to do with the beings that are connecting to you. Some of it is there's a lot of gray energy around you of Zeta. Of course, they do not eat very often. So that has something to do with it also, partially. You're connecting vibrationally. That's
nice. Yes. And though at times I felt this energy of concern for, this sense of worry, am I going to do some irreparable change or damage to my body or something like that? This energy just comes up and I want to know what that is because it feels out of place.
Of this feeling of not eating for this long, well, your body's adjusting to it, your mind's adjusting to it also. That is all. Just fear of the unknown, basically, is what I'm gathering. We do see her adjusting back to the food portions. A different type. A more powdery substance is what they're saying, mixed with water. Magnesium, possibly. Different types of, not necessarily that's food, but different vitamins, a new diet system, basically, is what they're saying.
Yeah, straying away from solid foods for the most part, right?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Thank you for that. Blessings too.
Okay, next up is Michelle.
Hi.
Yes.
I am. How are you?
I'm doing well. Yes.
I'm very glad to hear that. So I was introduced to an entity this week named Thorax, and I would like to know what, if any, our history is together, or what our connection is together, and actually, if we have a connection, how is it useful to me?
Entity, does it, it's a species of any type, or?
Yeah, it's a blue lion.
That helps.
Sure. Okay.
Yes, there to help you vibrationally, help you to tone, if you wish to do so. You can channel his energies for healing purposes. He's mostly there as a healing tool for you, mostly. If you wish to connect to his energy, as for messages, you can do so, but it seems like you can blend your energy with his and feel his vibration and see another version of you, you can say.
Interesting.
Help with the positive, basically, as well.
Very interesting. My second question is, I would like to know if my very bleak sensibilities currently are of me and, you know, my various forms of fear and self-pity or whatever, or if they're outside of me, because they're really morbid and super not fun.
As for why is this happening, or how to heal it, or what is it exactly you're looking for?
Okay, yeah, all of those things really. I mean, I don't
Yes.
know. I don't know if it's like outside of me, inside of me, if it needs to be healed by another person, if it needs to be healed by me, basically.
Healed by you and others. Also, if you have a third party or second party, however you want to word that, a healer that can connect to Yeshua's energy that will assist. Yeshua's energy will help with a chakra, so a chakra healing. So if you have someone assisting with healing, Yeshua's energy will help very much.
Which chakra is this?
All of them.
Oh, okay. Super great.
Maybe
Okay.
even the fingers, if you want to go there.
Okay. So, but this is of me and not outside of me, correct?
It is of you, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Much love.
Okay, next up is Brian.
Hello there. Greetings, my
Greetings.
friends. Can you hear me
Yes.
okay?
Yes, you. Yes.
Yes. I guess my question is more of a general question. I was just wanting to know more about if from here on out are the feminine energy, the female divine energy, and especially with other species out there that are more feminine, are they making more of a push to really, I guess, rise up in a way to help bring more balance to this planet and others?
Yes, as you see, as more feminine energies become more of in charge of many things.
Because I know in the past it's always, it's always been so dominated by the male energy. And that's why I was hoping for more of the feminine to take more command, stepping up in their power, and so their voice is heard.
Yes, more of the Lyran female energies is assisting, but of course of others. Syrian also is assisting. It's a work in progress, as you can see, but yes, it is getting much stronger.
How about, and my second question would be, is there also a breakthrough for the reptilian female, feminine energy?
Yes, it is. Usually they're around more of your more complicated type of environments, but yes, that's a rough place also, such as construction. Many female reptilians like construction, so do see them becoming more part of that vibration. And you'll see more of them in those type of areas where you mostly see a male. So yes, that would be some time, because that is a rough patch to take charge there. But yes, it is happening very much. Yes.
Thank you very much. Much love.
Okay, next up is Angie, and I have her questions here. First question, why have I seen tiny lights swimming in the atmosphere for the last 11 years? Is this ascension or chemtrails?
Ascension. These are spirits that you are seeing. And fairies. And spirits. It's all good.
Okay, second question. Leaving home one day, I said, this is for Angie as well. Leaving home one day, I said, I will meet an alien today. While waiting for drinks, I believe I saw her. She made eye contact and walked off. Was she an alien hybrid, and what was her connection to me?
Seems like a Palladian, and just there to say hi. I don't believe this one's even aware of their full connection with Palladian, but it is one of your Palladian connections that you are a family, basically, that you are connected to. But that is all I have at this time.
Okay, thank you. Do you have anything else to add? Sorry.
No, that is all. They cut off the information. That's all I got.
Okay, next is Steve Strum.
Hello.
Yes, greetings.
Hey, can you contact Halasarius?
Yes, who is this exactly?
Halasarius, he's a leader of the Palladian Galactic Federation of Light.
Yes. Yes, I can connect to him. Yes.
Can he assist me in the?
Yes, he'll do what he can. Yes.
Okay. Can he tell me what I'm looking for? Is it still there?
One moment. From what they say, from what he says, it's been moved, but they don't know where yet. Judging by the vibration.
Specifically moved so that I can't retrieve it? Or
This time, we will see more information on how to connect to it soon, from what he is saying. But it's
Okay,
best
thank
not
you.
to act on it right now.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, next is Tran, and I have Tran's question here. First question, well, it's just one question. I have a lodger staying with me in exchange for yard work. Do my guides have any messages for me?
One moment. Let me clear the space. Yes, they say also to look out for your belongings. That was the first thing they said. But not to worry, it'll be fine for the most part. But this is a good current transition. But to look out for your belongings, just in case. But for the most part, it is fine. Just to be more aware, that's all. That is all it is. But it is a good idea, and that is all it is.
Okay, next up is Kingsley. I know they dropped out of the call. So I'm just going to go right to Kimberly. So Kimberly's first question, just wondering if there's any messages for me. Oh, is this Kingsley? Hi, is this Kingsley?
Hello?
Yes. Do you have a question? No, he can type it.
Okay, so I'm going to go to Kimberly's question. Kingsley, please type yours. Okay, Kimberly's first question, just wondering if there's any messages for me.
From the Arcturians, yes, they are. Interesting enough, you have many grays around you at this time.
Yeah.
One moment.
Right here.
There's also many amphibians around you at this time, but nothing to worry. They're just observing at this time. One moment. It also seems to be a Zeta portal around you at this moment. Nothing to worry. I guess I have to say that, don't I? Just in case. Something to get worried over. Nothing, but you might feel other energies around you, and it's just aliens passing by. Also, some Nordics might be passing by also. It's hard to say how long that's going to be open, but at this time it's open. Blessings.
Okay, Kimberly, second question. For you. I'd like to know if and what are my connections, if any, I have with your collective. So she just wants to know if she has any connections.
Yes. Yes, you are part of many libraries on our worlds. But mostly you are monitoring worlds. You monitor from our planet, monitoring other worlds of learning, just downloading much information. And in your incarnation, one of them, you learned everything you need to know about the Greys. Also, yes, you had. Seems about the Greys seem to be, because of their kind of like a mystery race to some degree. They can be. Also, your connection with your Sasquatch, you're connected with many of them as an Arcturian, watching over them and being assistants to them also in their worlds. As an Arcturian, but yeah, mostly incarnations as a Sasquatch being, definitely. But as an Arcturian, though, you're very much involved with their society also. In another way, of course. Blessings.
Thank you. We're going to try Kingsley again. Go ahead.
Hello?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. I was working on my telepathic ability.
Yes.
And I calmed my body state.
Yes.
I was working on my telepathic ability. Beeping noises.
I didn't hear that.
Okay. I was working on my telepathic abilities.
Yes. Is that your question?
Beeping.
Okay, so he's saying he was working on his telepathic abilities and started hearing beeping noises.
That is the angels that are connecting to you, that you are in the right, you're going in the right direction, yes. Also, Arcturians are connecting with you also. Yes, you're on the right path. Is that all?
Okay, I'm gonna just go to Mary's. But Kingsley, if you want to type your second. Okay, I guess he's gone. Okay, next is Mary. First question. Do I have any messages from my higher self, angels, or ascended masters?
Yes, that Mother Mary connects to you. Seems to be on a daily basis. Also, you have incarnations with Yeshua and other incarnations, other realities, other worlds. One moment. And Mother Mary says that you had a connection with her during Yeshua's time period. I believe you might feel that vibration. That you're very much there, saw the miracles. And they're still living with you at this time. You're reawakening those memories. Blessings.
Okay, Mary's second question. Am I currently assessing the spiritual realm? If so, what am I doing?
Yes, you're connecting to the angelic realms with Archangel Michael, Raphael also. You're going through a healing of your chakras at this time with the angel energies. You might feel a change there as you connect more, as you're the bridge connects more closely. They're showing a bridge, a light bridge of light. That's it.
Thank you. And Kingsley's second question. Anytime I astral project, I do everything right. Then right before I project, my eyes open. And just wants to know what that's about.
Is that you're not, one moment. One moment. There's many things around you that is, when you go into astral, clear your energy. I believe you're doing this. There seems to be beings around you, possibly reptilian, that is, you're not fully connecting fully. One moment. This one's a little bit complicated. One moment. When you astral project, connect with the Galactic Federation of Light. That will help astral project. It will clear your space. You are very much connected to them, more than you realize, and that should help your eyes staying closed. It seems like there's interference that's coming in. If you're putting your intentions out to connect to them, and of course clear your space with the angel energies, you should be doing fine. There's a reason for that, but they're not going into detail. Let's give that a try. And then, when you do this, then go where you want, but most likely you connect to them first as a place to start, and then you move on to where you want to go. Try them out. And you just visualize a Galactic Federation. It doesn't have to be, it can be a ship, a planet, does not matter. As long as you have their intention in your mind, you'll be fine. Blessings.
Okay, next is Wanda, 1-1. Why can't I sleep lately without having disturbing dreams that wake me and make me feel awful?
It seems like you're clearing of many things, past lives that were not exactly the most comfortable lifetimes. Calling the angels to assist with you're going through a cell memory release at this time, and it is one way of releasing is going through that nightmarish. It seems that's what's going. Also, you might be attracting other beings as you go through this clearing process. When you call on the angels if you cannot sleep, call on the angels, call on the Prime Creator to clear your space, and see how that works to assist you with this clear. But it might take some time for this to be a full clear. It's rather complicated around here at this time, it seems. That's
Okay, second question. I had a dream in astral, and I want to know who is the ET called Roger, and what is my connection?
That is a Pleiadian, a mentor and old boyfriend, he says. Also, is helping you connect to the stars, with the Pleiades. And Sirius, he's very Weirin also. He's had a long history of feline lifetimes, but this time he's Pleiadian. I believe he's blue, but that's all I have at this time. Blessings.
Speaking of blue, that's who we'll go to next.
Thank you.
Yes.
Hello, Ian. How are you?
Yes, I'm doing well. Thank you.
I had no. Is there any message from my feminine angelic aspect? She's also blue. I saw her around a month ago here with me.
Only that they're assisting you in connecting to Mother Earth's energy. At this time, she needs more help than ever because of the transitions that are going on. You might see yourself in Agartha. Also, the angelic energies, but it seems like you've been more an Agarthian being recently. As a light being, assisting much of that. You might feel the vibrations of that. It seems like you've been there for some time, is what she says. At least from my perspective. Clearing the energy of Agartha, because it's been going through some turmoil also. transition. It's just feeling the vibrations of this dimension into their dimension. It's been changing many of them also. As next year will be a leap of knowledge, they say. That is not this time.
Okay, thank you. And also, is there any message from anyone for me?
Only from Archangel Michael that he's been assisting you in your sleep state as you go into astral, that you were well protected. You're connecting to many things at once, and doing this, you're on many missions. There's almost like 30 of you. You split apart and go into different directions, and you come back together in your awakened state. Sometimes you might feel exhausted, sometimes not, or refreshed. It depends on what you were doing that night.
Is that many those parts that they are my different bodies, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And much you've been doing, 10 of them have been in the angelic realms.
Actually, I was in a meeting recently with all the angels.
Yes.
And other higher beings.
Yes.
Okay.
A great shift, as always. But
yes,
this one's quite different. So.
Thank you. Thank you. That was it for me.
Yes.
Have a nice day.
Yes.
Okay, next is Terrence.
Yes, hi.
Yes. Greetings.
So my wife Michelle Waters would like to know what's the name of her higher self.
Monica. But you can always change that name. She likes, but that is a name to start, but they have many names.
Okay, thank you. My next question, is there any message from or messages for me from like beings that are around me?
Yes, y'all are around you at this time, observing you. You're going through a angelic transition. You might feel more angelic beings around you. Archangel Michael, seems to be Archangel Michael has been around you the most recently, assisting you with your chakras and opening you up to more of the spirit realms. The felines are around, but they are at a distance, but they are close distance. Also seems like you've been connecting to many Pleiadians recently. On their ships, you might feel the vibration of their ships. They're biological, they're very, I call it biological. They're nature ships where you end up, you're on their ship where you feel a lot of nature. You might feel waterfall. Well, you can connect to it at least, but you've been connecting to them. Great. That's the message.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, Sheena?
Yes, greetings, I am.
Yes.
How are you this moment?
I'm doing fine. Thank you.
Good. I was wondering, last night I was told to go to the universe to watch a huge float, a ship. It was extremely long, and it was going towards Earth. And also with this, I was told to go and find a little boy with blonde hair and his parents, and to tell him that, both to tell him and ask him, I was told, that he was a mortal incarnation as a human. And I did do that, and then he was starting jumping up and down because he was so happy to see me, because he felt safe, he said. So I was wondering what that was all about. And something else. And when I woke up, my whole face is burning and itching. Still are.
It seems to be you've been connecting to many of the Pleiadians recently. This dream isn't exactly what happened, but you're going through a clearing, seems you're going through a cleanse. You're connecting to many of Pleiadians and also felines as going through a transition, a soul transition at this, as many are going through, but you seem to be adding a couple of levels of knowledge to your memory bank, your life's seems to be changing your contract at this time.
Okay.
For the better, of course, but this is just a way of showing other change. This boy you saw was actually a mentor. Is actually an elder, but he showed up as a boy.
Okay. Yeah, that was fun.
Yes.
Okay. And is there any positive messages from anyone? Or negative? I take it as it is.
Oh, if you want negative, there's a draconians around, but nothing to worry about. They're just watching you closely, making sure you don't step over their turf. But you still have conversations with them. But for positive, you are connecting to many Syrians recently, actually. You're connecting to much of the Syrians at this time that you're part of you is part of their race. You might not feel that, but you are reacquainting yourself. Part of you is still, it's hard to, they're not going into full detail here, basically. They just say they're connecting, you're reconnecting to them. You might feel their vibrations. That's all.
Okay. Thank you so much and much love. Blessings.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, next is Miguel.
Hello, I am.
Yes, greetings.
Thank you for answering our questions today.
Yes, anytime.
My first question is, I made some lotus wine, and it seems like the effects were not as I expected, meaning I'm feeling it's not doing anything. So can you provide any assistance on that?
It seems to be helping your body slightly, but yes, it doesn't seem to be doing. It is assisting your third eye, but not enough where you can see a lot of visualization. But it is helping. It also seems to be helping your health as for the herbal side of it. It seems to be helping in that degree. But other than that, we don't see any. It doesn't seem to be connecting with your vibration at this moment. As for what to do about that, it's hard. I have no answers for that.
I see. I was wondering if there was anything wrong with the amount used or with the recipe.
Well, you can use more, is what they said, but most likely you won't feel a difference. It seems like that is not really working with their vibration, but you can try different types. It seems like the recipe is correct. But if you want to add more to it, you might feel a. It's hard. It's hard to say if you'll feel much of an effect at all.
Okay. Thank you for that.
Yes.
And my second question is, are there any messages from the Arcturians or the angels for me at this time?
Yes, they said next year will be a change of direction. But they can't go into detail. Possibly you'll see more Arcturians around you, feel the vibrations, feel a new timeline, a Arcturian energy around that timeline. We have not quite decided to do that yet. That's all they can say at this time.
Thanks, I am. Blessings.
Yes. Greetings. Blessings.
Thank you so much. Just a couple more, okay?
Yes.
Next is Stephanie.
Hi, thank you for taking my questions. My first one is, I'm wondering if Jay Essex has passed over.
Jay Essex?
Yes.
He has crossed over. I cannot connect to that energy at the moment. I do not believe so.
Okay.
Oh, unless he crosses over every day, but everyone does that.
No. He's no. Then my second question would be, there was supposed to be the fall of the Archons on the 26th. I'm wondering if that happened.
I don't think that's even possible. Depends on what Archons are talking about. But for the most part, that is pretty much impossible.
Well, that doesn't help. All right, thank you, though. But I'm also, it's not really a question. No, of course, not at you. But I'm wondering if I can also get healing for. I've got a cold because of the upgrades, and I'm wondering if I could get healing on that.
Yeah, we would do what we can, but that's a human thing. But we will send you energy.
All right, thank you. Much
Yes.
love.
That's right.
Okay, and Angie.
Hi, I am.
Yes.
I would just like to know if there's any messages from Trina, my God, since I've taken on a new guide, which would be the Blue Lions, from her. Could you just kind of tell me how she's doing?
Well, they're doing fine. Your vibration will be. They say this next year you'll be connecting to more beings, also possibly an elephant being if you wish to connect to that. There's actually many elephant beings around you at this time. I'm not sure if you're looking for that answer, but that is the message.
Okay, thank you. Another one, a message. Another. I've got no questions. That's it. Thank you.
Yes, blessings.
And that's it, I am. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Blessings. We will be connecting again. Much positive energies. Yes, there's many shifts going on at this time. As always, but the new year, that does cause a much ruckus. So, but it is all good. Blessings and good night. Oh, that was rough. Okay. All right. Anybody have any blessings?
I have something for you.
Thank you. Same. Thank you. Anybody else? That's it. All right. Much love, everyone. Thank you. The next one will be Thursday. I think it's Tuesday. Okay. All right. Good night and.